Hey everybody, Chris here. Welcome. Yes, starting early again, Ryan. It says I finished up my work and you finished up early, and it's like, I'll just talk to you guys instead of waiting around till 5 o'clock. Why should I do that? We're seeing a little recovery from earlier dip today in the markets, and that recovery could be more because we're going to talk about Dogecoin. And is it an investment? Is it a currency, or maybe both? We're going to talk about that as well, and other things going on in the market. Got a few fun articles as well. Kind of a fun thing to look at. And what other cryptocurrencies are people suggesting can go on big 10x runs in 2024? So we're going to cover that as well. How's everybody doing? I'm doing good. I have my Sam Adams here, thanks to the Voice of Reason and the big super chats we had on Wednesday. So I went out and got some Sam. And so I'm enjoying a beverage here on a Friday afternoon. Just opened it up, so it's nice and cold and fresh. No Shub, don't need any help. Got it all taking care of myself, but thank you. Cheers. And I know, Ryan, you will open one up when you get home. ¿Por qué no los dos? No Guten Tag, Alexander. Jaime, welcome. And hello, Mike is in the building. And we've got Dogecoin over 15 cents. And overall, that's not bad. We zoom out to the 4-hour chart, and we were looking at the fib retracement last time, looking at what levels we were going to be searching for. And the 0.50 is at 16.5 cents. So that's that red line right there. And that is where we touched up against early this morning. Early this morning. Let me zoom into the 1 hour, and you can see that right up there. We touched it. That 0.50 fib retracement. And it's amazing how the trading just hits these levels. It's just amazing. Again and again and again. And sometimes I go, technical analysis. What's TA? What are these? They're just numbers. Well, actually, when you see the trading happen and you see it hit these numbers, it's like, yeah, maybe there's actually something to this. I don't know. This is more really for the traders, for the ones who are actively trading, buying, selling, doing swing trades, trading with leverage, shorting. That's where these things come into play. In the long-term scheme of things, you're buying and you're holding. That's at least what I'm doing. I don't tell you guys what to do, but that's what I do. And so this kind of stuff doesn't worry me. I know the bigger picture for Doge and the crypto market. We've been DCAing, we've been buying for the past year and 3 months in the bear market, accumulating cryptocurrencies, waiting for the big bull run, which we haven't even seen yet. We haven't even seen yet. This is more like a mini bull run or pre-bull run. The big one is still going to come. And we see Bitcoin. I mean, Bitcoin is down $10,000 from its all-time high, which it hit. We'll go to the daily chart and you can see it hit this 73,600 up here. And now we're at 63,700. That's a $10,000 per Bitcoin drop right there. It doesn't look like a lot on the screen, but that's a $10,000 drop. That's right. Bitcoin's new all-time high hit earlier this month, 73,700. And now, 63,700. And it's like, what's $10,000, right? No big deal. It is kind of. It is. But what does that mean? Exactly. Buying opportunity, CDM. Time to buy. It's a time to buy because we're looking at the bigger picture. And the bigger picture for Bitcoin, when I go out to the monthly chart and I click on the logarithmic and I zoom out, again, this is what we're looking at. And I've shown this a number of times. We're going through these 4-year cycles. And the 4-year cycles show that with the Bitcoin halving in blue here, and we're almost to the next Bitcoin halving. We're so close. It's less than a month away now to this upcoming Bitcoin halving. That after the Bitcoin halving, there is a big run up to a new all-time high. Second cycle, Bitcoin halving, run up to a new all-time high. Third cycle, Bitcoin halving, run up to a new all-time high. But guess what happened this cycle? We ran up and are already hit a new all-time high before the halving. So what does this mean for after the halving? This is my target price again, right up here for Bitcoin in the 4th cycle, all-time high around $200,000 Bitcoin. $200,000 Bitcoin. So for Bitcoin from here, it's like a 3x. What we normally see though, especially with Bitcoin already going on a run like it has, is the altcoins are going to take off. The Bitcoin dominance is going to drop because we're going to have a big run on the altcoins. Doge is going to be one of them. So that's why I've got a balanced portfolio of a number of different coins. I do own some Bitcoin, but I own a lot more Doge, but I own other blockchain and other cryptos as well. And so we'll be talking about a number of those different ones as we go through. But this is the bigger picture here, is that we're still early. You can still buy on the people say, I'm not going to buy Bitcoin at 63K. Do you know where Bitcoin's going? Do you think Bitcoin has already hit an all-time high and it's just going to go down from here? Well, the past 3 cycles don't show that happening. After the Bitcoin halving, Bitcoin has always traded up. The trend is your friend, right? The trend is your friend. 3 times now, after the Bitcoin halvings, Bitcoin has traded up. And not just by a little bit, by a lot. That's why we're still so early. That's why we're still so early. Dogecoin, well, with Dogecoins, at least in the logarithmic view, had this huge run in 2021. end of 2020 and into 2021. Huge run. The drop-off, although it seemed bad, never got below a penny. And in fact, the low was actually 4.9 cents, June of 2022. So this chart doesn't look too bad. And it shows that we could have, and what we've shown a number of times on other charts people have posted on X Twitter, is that if you have another one of these giant runs that happens with Doge, that could happen. We're talking $2, $3 Doge from 15 cents, 20x, 30x. That's what we're talking about, the potential of Dogecoin and what that could be. So we lead off with that. Let me get to the 15-minute chart so we're up close what's going on. And our target right now is coming back and retesting 16.5 cents, which is the 0.5 fib retracement that we looked at last time. That is still in play again as resistance. We need to trade above that. Doge is setting up for a new upward rally, according to Coin Edition. That's right. And Rec Capital on X Twitter has said Dogecoin has once again tagged the macro downtrend for a successful retest, rebounding plus 24% since. Dogecoin is confirming a new macro uptrend as we speak. So once Doge gets over 16.5 cents, to me, it's clear sailing back up to 20 cents for Doge. And that is going to be your next heavy resistance line, is going to be 20 cents after that. So that's where we start. Let me check in on what is going on. Hello, Joseph. Welcome. Daniel wants Doge to go to $10 to $15. And I say, let's get to $2 or $3 first before we start thinking about 10. Maybe that's the next cycle. A little early. Hey, Zippy, how are you? Ryan was working from home today. So cheers to Ryan. Bonjour, mon ami. Logan. Right, and CDM said 20-ish down, time to buy. Buying on the dips. Good afternoon, Ryan. Yes, CDM, the halving is so close. Jason, welcome. Hello to Kriss and the crew. ICP is blowing up. ICP, really? I do not really follow ICP, so ICP blowing up. It's a sort of a steady upward trend here. Let's go to the hourly, see what's going on. Well, it had a big dip. So it's still recovering from a much bigger dip here for ICP here. So no, $60 is not in the immediate future for ICP. It's just really recovering from this big sell-off. This is just on the hourly. Let's see what the daily chart looks like for ICP. Yeah, see, here's the blow up that happened. This was back here, December into the beginning of January. That was the big run there for ICP. And since then, it's been sideways. It's been sideways since the beginning of the year. So will ICP trade well from here? Yeah, probably. But so far, year to date, it's right where it started, 1st of January. It traded right at this level, $13 on 1st of January. So that's sideways. What has Doge done since then? Well, here's what Doge has done. Doge started 1st of January down here at 9 cents. And now we're at 15. So better. That doesn't mean ICP can't go on a run, though. It can. And we'll be watching that. Also still in play on Doge is my descending wedge. Again, I've shown descending wedges before, and on both occasions, they led to huge breakouts. That's right. Huge breakouts. Which were those? Those were these ones back here. We had this one over the summer. We were following this August into September. We were looking at the dips coming down just below 6 cents. We had a triple bottom. And then there was one last one that dipped all the way down to 5.6 cents right in the second week of October. And that was when we scooped up a big bag of Dogecoin, both for the Kriss Pax portfolio and for my personal portfolio. Yes, 5.8 cents. And what did Doge do? It broke out, went into this upward trend along with the rest of the cryptocurrency market. That was the beginning of the bull market for altcoins, was October 19th when the breakout happened. Everything was going up, especially Solana. I mean, Solana did a 10x in this run. It was just crazy. And then we had our second one. So here was our second descending triangle, which started on 6th of December and went into February. So yes, we were following this one for quite a while. And then what happened? Boom, we broke out of it. So I've turned those to purple colors now. They're in the past. And as Ryan says, the descending wedge guru, I'm just looking at how things have traded in the past. And there's a pattern. Patterns do repeat. They do repeat. And in this one, we're targeting right around the Bitcoin halving as the point. Now, it never actually hits the point, but right now, that's the descending wedge we've got. Could Dogecoin break out of this descending wedge before then? Sure, that can happen. If it hits 16.5 cents by next Thursday, we'll be out of that wedge, which is fine by me. I'll take that. But we've seen these before, and they've led to breakouts. And so we will be watching this one. We'll be watching. Overall, not a bad chart for Doge. It's a good-looking chart. We're looking at that 0.5 fib right there at 16.5, and then and then up to 1 up here. That's the 20 cent. It's like 20.7 cents. That's where that was the previous high that we had this year. So once we get above that, we're talking about this purple box here, and we talked about that purple box last time and what that was. So that's what we're looking at right now for trading. And I know you guys want to see close up more what the current trading is. And then we'll get into some other coins as well here in a little bit. So that's where we started was with this setting up for a new upward rally. That Rec Capital is looking at it one way, Kriss Pax is looking at it a different way, but both pointing to a similar thing, that another Dogecoin breakout is coming. Analyst who nailed 2022 crypto bottom says Dogecoin could explode by over 500%. So a 500% rally in Dogecoin from today brings it over $1. Will Dogecoin go to $1? So that's the big thing, right? And I'll probably do a whole thing on Dogecoin to $1 and what that means. But just letting you know, today we've got Don Alt. He's got a YouTube channel, got 58,000 subs. The technical roundup, he's called. And he says it isn't too unlikely So that's a double negative, right? Isn't too unlikely. So that means it's likely for the leading meme coin to reach a price of $1, a potential gain of roughly 550% from the current level. He's bullish on Dogecoin due to the meme coin's recent price action against Bitcoin, which suggests strong support. And we have looked at the Doge BTC trading pair for quite a bit. You guys sometimes get sick of me showing this, but it's important. It's important to look at it. How Doge is trading against Bitcoin. It broke out of its low down here at 16 that we had about a month ago, and it's recovering nicely. This is a good looking chart for Doge versus BTC. And if Dogecoin can trade up to $1, that'll be awesome. That'll be awesome. On the weekly chart, we see Doge has been up there, up at 50, 60, 70. And this was back when Elon bought Twitter, that huge spike that Dogecoin had, even though it traded right back down. But that's the potential kind of breakout we could see for Doge again. And this is on the Doge BTC trading pair chart. That's what we're looking at. I know the double negative, right? It's not unlikely. Why don't you say it's likely? It's going to happen. It's not unlikely. Okay. Got to keep getting back to where we are here. Volume's kind of down right now. Not a lot going on, so we'll stick to the news. Do I have any AI coins? I have Render. I used to have Fetch. I took profits on Fetch and rolled that into, I don't remember exactly what. Some was selling. I sold Fetch and Stacks, took profit on both of them. Of course, both of them have continued to go up since I sold, but I took decent profit on those. But I wanted to get into Celestia, and I wanted to get into Spell Token, and I wanted to get into, what was the third one I bought out of that? I took those and I bought, there was one other one too. But anyway, I still have my Render though. And how about Jasmy? Katya asks. Jasmy. Jasmy's waking back up again, guys. Jasmy kind of went on a little lull. Go to the 4-hour chart, you'll be able to see. Jasmy was just kind of hanging out here since 28th February. So this is about 3 weeks, and now it's starting to come back up. So we're looking at the Bank of Japan getting interested in cryptocurrency and maybe buying Bitcoin. And I was like, well, why doesn't the Bank of Japan just buy Jasmy, since a Japanese-based token? It should buy Jasmy. Overall, the potential Jasmy has again is huge. My target is 10 cents here. That's my yellow line. We're only at 2 cents, so that's a 5x from here. That's my target. But this is what we were looking at from Jasmy back in June. That's when I was buying Jasmy. So my average is down here at 0.0033, but I haven't sold any yet because the potential of Jasmy just going on a huge run, too good to pass up. Too good to pass up. So that's my take on Jasmy. And actually, that doesn't look too dissimilar from Dogecoin's chart, does it? Big run up. Jasmy, big run up. Not bad. Not bad. And we also have a nice bag of Jasmy in our Kriss DCA portfolio. It is our second leading gainer after Render. Render is up over 600%. jazzed me up over 400% in our Kriss Pax DCA portfolio. So those were good buys, of course, along with Dogecoin. KP, welcome. Let's go Doge. Cheers. Again, for those that just joined, I'm drinking Sam Adams. Thanks to the Voice of Reason last live stream, giving big super chats. And I was convinced I got to upgrade your beer and get something better like Sam Adams. And so Sam Adams it is. Plus, I'm here in Boston, so Sam Adams is easy to buy here. Easy to buy. We're going to talk about Doge and the proof of work cryptos because of the SEC. We'll get into the SEC in just a little bit there, Tim. We will get there. Were ya? You're welcome. Appreciate it. You're going to put the Dogecoin flag on top of the oldest castle in Kurdistan. You got to take a picture of that. Take a picture of it. Send me a copy. I will post it. That'll be cool. Right now, we're not looking at Doge dips, Manny. Doge just dipped. We just had 2 Doge dips, and it's not dipping again, in my opinion. We had this dip right here on 20th of March. What was that? 2 days ago. Right below 12.5 cents. And we had targeted 12.5 cents based on the fib retracement, that's what it would hit, and that's what it hit. And it turned around. This morning came down to about 14.5 cents. So these are, again, higher lows, right? Higher lows. So if that continues and we stair step up to 16 cents, that's kind of what I'm looking at right now. I think we've hit that low. I don't see a dip coming back down to 12.5 cents right now. That's not in the cards. Summer's Best says, we're back, baby. This is early bull market stuff. We're just getting started. Although we've seen an upward trend since October, we're only 15 cents for Doge. We're only 15 cents. Long way to go. What's the current RSI? I don't really look at RSIs that much. Let's see what I would have to do. I would have to close out one of these. I just have the basic indicators, but we'll look at them. And we'll look at RSI. So RSIs, you kind of look at the daily chart on RSI, and we had an overbought condition here back in early March on the RSI, and of course that's when Doge did trade up to 20 cents. So that is shown on the RSI. Since then, as Doge has retraced, the RSI has settled back in, and right now is at about 53. So it's middle. RSI is right in the middle right now. So that's the RSI for Doge. And I always look at it on the daily. Nothing else really matters. You don't really look at the RSI so much when you're zoomed in. It's really the daily you look at. So yeah, but clearly there was this overbought at 20 cents. It was too soon for Doge to hit 20 cents. And we saw that in the trading back down in Doge. So that made sense. I mean, at the height here, the RSI was 93. That's pretty high. That's pretty high for Doge. Yeah, so right now we're just kind of in the middle on the RSI. Okay. we will, and we'll just leave that on there for now. We'll leave that on. Happy Friday, Jason. Cheers. Singularity, Joseph asks. See what Singularity is doing. Singularity. Yeah, I don't really trade this because, I mean, you see what it's on, right? It's on KuCoin, it's on OKX, it's on MEXC, it's on Polynex. It's at $1 right now. A good run up from, again, the same time, like mid-February. Looks like it was overbought here at 75 cents, but then continued trading up to $1.30, almost $1.40, and seems to be settling back right now. So that's what the Singularity net chart looks like. I don't really follow this too closely, but it looks like a good chart. Can't believe I don't see more check marks. Yeah, I agree, KP. I don't know. I'm giving out Dogecoin. I'm giving out Dogecoin. And where you think the price of Doge is going to go, the Dogecoin that I'm giving out is going to be worth more than the monthly membership charge. It's just going to work out that way. But that's okay. People will figure it out. Now, Warrior, I believe in having a portfolio. So I talk about Jasmy. I own a bag of Jasmy too. So, but I own Ethereum and I own Algorand and I own Cardano and, I own a bunch of them. That's just, that's how you do stock trading too. You don't just put it all into one stock, right? You have stocks in different categories, have a balanced portfolio. So JD is also a Doge kind of guy. The day Doge will go to the moon will be and then an ad plays. I have no control over the ads, guys. I have no control over when they come up or what is being shown. If it's one of those Michael Saylor ones, don't send any Bitcoin anywhere, please. Nothing I can do about that. Nothing I can do about that. Doge will be $4.20, all-time high. I like the thinking. I like the thinking there. So since BTC has already hit a new all-time high before the halving, can that signify an accelerated boost for all crypto that we haven't seen in past cycles? Yes. Yes. That's what that means. And that's why I've been talking about wealth building. And I've been talking about this cycle being different than the previous cycles. The potential is so huge of what is happening in the overall crypto market. The potential is so huge that I was willing on my investments to go all in on crypto. And I'm not saying you should do that. Some of you have, I know, but I have, because this cycle is just, it's going to be huge. So that's what I'm in for. We'll see. What are the chances that Coinbase is successful with Doge futures applications? Well, right now, it's 100% because it's not an application. It was actually a notification that they are starting futures trading on or about April 1st, which is just a week away. That they're just starting it. They don't have to apply and get approval according to what they sent. So that's huge. That's just a week away. just a week away. Futures trading on April 1st should push Doge up, you think? I would think so. I think if it starts on April 1st, that will be epic. On April Fool's Day, and then Elon posts some meme, right? Some April Fool's joke and mentions Doge in it. Look out. April 1st could be a great day. It has been in the past trading for Dogecoin. It could happen again this year. That would be awesome. You're in Doge for the long haul? Me, I'll always have Doge. I'm going to sell some during the next big bull run and take some profits on it, but I'm not going to just hold it all the way through the bull and through the next bear market. I'm not going to do that. And we'll talk in a little bit about Doge as an investment versus Doge as a currency. We'll get into that in just a little bit. Just want to catch up on the chat here. After the last 2 cycles, Joseph says, I realize I missed out big time in the crypto world. Definitely will be more prepared. Cool. 2029? Well, let's look at the 4-year cycles. What is 2029 going to look like? Here's our 4-year cycles. So the all-time highs will be in 2017, be 2021, will be in 2025, and then 2029. Yes, 2029 is the next. 2029 is the next all-time high for Bitcoin after the one we haven't seen yet in 2025. So I would say, yes, 2029 is probably going to be a good year for crypto, Bitcoin, and probably Dogecoin as well. Yes. I think we just had the buy points. We just had it, 12.5 cents. That was it. I don't think we're going to see 12.5 cents again, unless there's some big dump on Bitcoin. Dogecoin on its own is not going to drop down to 12.5 cents. Money transmitter licenses. Yes, there's 3 more. I've got a link on an article here that 3 more have just been, X has just received 3 more approvals on money transmitter licenses. So they're continuing. They are continuing. The checkmark army, 6, 7, and 8 cents were perfect buy-ins, but we're not going to see those prices again with Doge. Luis asks, how do you join the membership? So you go to my main YouTube channel, and right next to my picture, there's a button called Join. You click that. And that's how you join. You get a check mark next to your name. Your name is in green in the chat. You get to use all these fun emojis like Swish has just put in the chat. And I guess Ryan just threw them all in too a little bit ago as well. So that's joining. It doesn't matter what level you join at. It certainly supports me now, but you will be getting Dogecoin when we sell this portfolio, this Kriss DCA portfolio at the top of the bull market. I put in $10,000. It's now at $25,000. And that's with Doge at 15 cents. Doge is 44% of the overall allocation because we didn't buy just Doge, which is good. I mean, Render is up 600%. Jasmy's up 400%. So this portfolio is looking good. What I'm going to do is I'm going to sell all these other coins and take those profits. But this Dogecoin, I'm not selling. That 75,000 Dogecoin, I'm giving to you guys. If you're a member, I'm giving you this Dogecoin. That's what I'm doing. So that's what joining the channel gives you, is you'll get that Dogecoin, but also you get to use the fun emojis. You get a check mark next to your name, And when things start getting really crazy, which they are bound to do, especially during these live streams that are going to be crazy, those that are members will get the preference in me recognizing your chat, because there'll be too many people in the chat and I just won't be able to respond to everybody then. So that's what that's about. What do I think about XRP and XLM? I still call XRP a stable coin, and XLM generally follows XRP. Sometimes XLM goes on a little bit of a run, but it usually retraces back. That's about it. Oh, you think, Ryan, that the Sailor ads have cut back? Maybe. People have been reporting them. So Mikey thinks there's going to be a big announcement for Elon on April 1st. I don't think it's going to be an announcement. I think it's going to be a joke. That's what Elon does. I think it's just going to be one big joke. So I don't think the futures trading is an April Fool's joke, right? That's a real thing. At Coinbase, that's a real thing with Coinbase. The funny thing is if it actually starts on April 1st, which is just perfect for Dogecoin, right? Maybe not so much Litecoin or Bitcoin Cash, but definitely Dogecoin. Scotty says Doge was my first ever crypto buy. Doge forever. And yet the chat will be ridiculous when Doge hits $1. Yep. Oh, I mean, in 2021, I couldn't keep up. It was crazy. I could not keep up. So, okay, CDM. Well, when you can, I'll still be here. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. All right. So Dogecoin climbs 18%. This was the other day on Doge futures hopes. So what was this about? Well, this was, again, the story on Dogecoin jumped 18% after a March 7th filing, of which the filing happened and we didn't see it. It was under the radar, and somebody finally posted it on X, and it was like, oh, that happened. It was like a week later. So that was cool. Some traders consider the move a possible precursor to an eventual spot Doge exchange traded fund or an ETF. You think there'll be a Doge ETF? Well, that would definitely be a huge move for Dogecoin. But as you'll see in a little bit, will people really be buying a Doge ETF? We'll think about that. How long may Doge drop? How low may Doge drop is what this should say. And I've already answered this one, that I've looked at the chart and I'm like 12.5 cents is now the support. And we're up over 15 cents comfortably. And 12.5 cents is not in danger at all. So that was that article. We covered that. All right. Now, this is the post by Summers. Coinbase Derivatives quietly filed certifications with the CFTC. No, this is the CFTC, not the SEC. The SEC is not involved with this at all, because the CFTC, which is the Commodities Commission, is the one that oversees Bitcoin, not at the SEC, because Bitcoin has already been determined to be a commodity and not a security. So what Coinbase did here is kind of sly. It's like, okay, we're going to take these other proof of work cryptocurrencies and we're going to start futures trading on them. And all we have to do is notify you. We don't have to apply and get approval. We can just notify you. Futures are set to start trading on April 1st if there are no objections from the CFTC. So if they don't hear from the CFTC, they can just start trading. They've done their notification according to whatever subsection of whatever regulatory thing that I talked about that the other day when I did the whole video on this. That's what that was about. So, and this was the actual letter here. Yes, according to regulation 40.2a. Coinbase hereby submits for self-certification of its initial listing of the Dogecoin futures contract. So that was it. And the CFTC, Commodities Futures Trading Commission, already has Bitcoin from May of 2023, ETH from May of 2023. There's some old ones here, Nano, Ether, Nano, Bitcoin. I don't know what those were. But here's Dogecoin, Litecoin, and Bitcoin Cash now. Applied March 7th, and they will start on April 1st. Very cool. So from that, we have Andrew Kang saying, I put odds of an eventual Doge ETF at over 30%. Anything is possible with recent regulatory developments, Doge being the most decentralized altcoin. That's right, because Doge should be up there. Biggest market cap coin that never had a private sale and no team. No security argument at all for Dogecoin. It was a fair launch. When Jackson and Billy let out Dogecoin, there were no pre-sales, no pre-mining, no airdrops. There was no bag of coins sitting in somebody's wallet. They just pressed the button and let it out into the world. The fairest launch of all, except for Bitcoin, which was the same. When Satoshi hit the button on Bitcoin, it was let out into the world. Of course, Satoshi mined a whole crap ton of Bitcoin at the beginning, which is how that huge Satoshi wallet got created, was Bitcoin mining. So whoever was mining Dogecoin when Doge started there, end of 2013 into 2014, they collected a whole crap ton of Dogecoin for nothing but mining. Didn't pay anything for it. That's pretty cool. So this whole thing is about, now that it seems Bitcoin spot ETFs are on their way, what's next? What's next? So we have Ethereum. However, Ethereum was only applied for by these big institutions because it's the number 2 cryptocurrency in size. You go to CoinMarketCap and you see here's ETH at a $400 billion market cap. So that's why they applied for ETH. However, ETH, in the minds of the SEC, there may be a problem there. And it's the SEC who approves those spot ETF tradings. That all goes through the SEC. ETH may not make it. That might happen. Everyone was really confident about ETH a couple months ago, but now the news is just not looking good because the SEC is looking into the change from proof of work to proof of stake that ETH went through, and that the Ethereum Foundation may have a bag of ETH tokens that might not have been fair, or whatever they look at. So that might be a problem. We'll watch that. Yes, Doge did flip Cardano just for a second. Well, it hasn't updated here, but it's $10 million more, 730 to 720. But it hasn't updated it yet on CoinMarketCap. Ha! Thanks, Tim. Yeah, that's cool. The number is bigger, but CoinMarketCap doesn't show that flip immediately. Yeah, we'll keep refreshing until it shows it. That'll piss Charles Hoskinson off again, right? The Doge is higher. So that covered that. Sounds promising. However, good luck selling Doge to retail TradFi investors. And that's the thing, is that there are others who also saying, we'll get to that in a minute. There's others who are also saying that even if the ETH ETFs get approved, they may not see anywhere near the volume that Bitcoin has. So Doge with an ETF, it may not be that successful. So we just have to kind of keep that in mind. It's like those that are trading these ETFs in Bitcoin, they're doing it because it's Bitcoin. But you never know. You never know what'll happen. Gary Gensler criticizes crypto platforms for avoiding SEC regulations. So Gary was giving a speech today, and he's still harping on crypto securities markets, just saying the same old thing over and over again, but doesn't clearly spell out or identify what the problems are. So that just continues. That continues to happen. Dogecoin surges 15%, aiming back again for a 20-cent milestone. So we're watching that. That's what I showed on the chart. That's that fib retracement, that 20-cent mark. If it can get above 16.5, I think it's clear sailing up to 20 cents. So we will be watching that. Yeah, so this was my thumbnail, was from this from that image about the Dogecoin whales. So what's happening is the whales are active. They are accumulating Doge. The whales are accumulating Doge. So as long as the whales are accumulating, that's awesome. Dogecoin whales have bought 25 million Doge the past 72 hours, worth over $3 million. That's nice. Follow the whales. Follow the whales. And there's another article. What whale activity backs Dogecoin surge back above 16 cents? We've retraced a little bit. We're at 15.15 now, but it's looking good for trading back up. Jeffrey, if you're looking on an iPhone, you won't see the join button. That's what I've been told. So you have to use either an Android phone or use a computer to go and use the join button. So look for that. So BlackRock claims there's little demand for ETH. So this is coming from Robert Mitchnick, who's the head of digital assets at BlackRock. He claims that what he's hearing from BlackRock's big clients is they have little interest in other cryptocurrencies. It's just Bitcoin. So even though BlackRock is one of the firms that's behind one of the applications for Ethereum ETFs, BlackRock they're not putting their whole weight into this like they did Bitcoin, because they're not going to see the fees. They're not going to be getting the money as much from ETH as they're seeing in Bitcoin. They already know it from their clients. They're not interested in ETH. They're interested in Bitcoin. They just want to do Bitcoin. They're the big wealthy, whales that, the big wealthy clients of BlackRock, Fidelity, etc. That they just wanted Bitcoin. They probably don't even know what other cryptocurrencies are, but Bitcoin. So for those thinking Doge ETFs might be some huge thing, maybe not. Again, we're just seeing the huge Bitcoin trading going on because it's Bitcoin. So wanted to cover that, as well as Bitcoin Eye's 7-month win streak for the first time. This, if Bitcoin can hold its above 63K until Sunday night, then on the monthly, we would see for Bitcoin's first time ever, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 monthly candles that are all green. I think it has to stay above 61,200 by Friday night or by Sunday night. That's what that would be by Sunday night. And that has never happened with Bitcoin. That's cool. That just shows upward trading on a monthly scale. I mean, it could end up being 12 months in a row, could be green. It could just keep going. That's the power that Bitcoin has right now. So let's go ahead and let's take another look here at Doge and Cardano. Yes, there it is. Doge has flipped Cardano. Dogecoin number 8. Cheers to that, everybody. For those that weren't here earlier, this is Sam Adams that I'm drinking today, Boston Lager. Thanks to the voice of reason from the super chats on Wednesday. Convinced to get some Sam this time, so drinking well. That's cool. Poor Cardano. I own some Cardano too, so it's not the best, but I own a lot more Dogecoin. I'll take Dogecoin at 8. 10 billion more. We're in 7th. 12 billion more, and we can flip XRP, which I call a stable coin. So let's go Doge. Let's go. Love that. Love that. And that's all happening while Dogecoin is actually not trading all that well, just going sideways, which means Cardano is going down. Yeah, Cardano slipped down to 60 cents. So, Dancing Doge too. See, the Dancing Doge even knows. The Dancing Doge even knows. All right, let me see what's going on in the chat here. It updated on the mobile app. George, he flip-flops on Dogecoin. It depends on, I don't know what, the way the question is asked or how. He never talks about Doge unless somebody asks it during the Q&A. Or there's some huge news item on it that he covers, but he rarely does that. He sold the Doge that was in his, Wednesday night, fake portfolio. He sold the Doge out of that, or just dropped it. So if Doge is pumping, then he'll probably say something good about it. But then, and that's what George does. Whatever. News everywhere about Doge rising soon. That's what I'm looking at. That is what I'm looking at. We got Tim Puff, new member. Tim, welcome. Welcome to the fam. Should I spend my whole check on Doge. Well, Johnny, I wouldn't spend your whole check on Doge. I'm not a financial advisor, but maybe put some of it into Doge. But yeah, no. I'm not a financial advisor, but yeah. Maybe not the best thing to do. Diamond Hands Freddy told me we were early, folks. That's true, Charles. That's true. And Tim now is in green. As a member, it's all good. Your average is 4 cents. Just watching the show. That's a good average. That's good, my man. This is the beginning of something cool. Tim's got it. He knows. Hedging well? Is the news of that Doge FCTC future trading is right? It is. I just showed it. It's right. April 1st, unless the CFTC has any objections, futures trading of Dogecoin starts on April 1st on Coinbase. Yeah, Teodoro. That's right. George can't make up his mind. Sometimes he supports it and sometimes he bashes it. I don't know. I don't know. Mr. Tom Crown in the house, 10K subs by summer. Then I got a 10X it to match you. So I got a ways to go. Congrats again on the 100K. Congrats again. CDM will join the channel on April 1st. Okay. We'll look forward to that. April 1st. $1 by 2025 spring. That is definitely possible. I mean, if there's X integration of Doge, then yeah, $1. Yeah. And yeah, Tim, when George, people ask him these crazy price predictions, and George basically says everything is going to 10X. It's like, George, come on. Let's be real. Everything's not going to 10X. Craziness. But that's what George says. He doesn't always just shill his own coins. On the memes, he shills. He's always talking about Snack, and it's like nobody cares about Snack. Well, maybe a few people do, if you own it. And George owns it, so he talks about it a lot. But he talks about some others as well that he doesn't own. But yeah, mostly it's what he does own. Andrew thinks there's going to be a pullback and then a little consolidation until the halving. I think we're going to generally trade up into the halving, and then we're going to have a post-halving correction. That's what I've been saying. And we'll see. We'll see what happens. XRP, Cirque, I call a stable coin. I mean, look at it, right? What else does Ripple have? How else is Ripple making money but constantly selling XRP tokens? And XRP continues to mint new tokens. And the team just keeps selling. That constant sell pressure in order to pay for all their attorneys, their salaries, and all that. That money's got to come from somewhere. Where does that money come from? That basically runs Ripple. It comes from selling XRP tokens. So they keep minting and they keep selling. XRP is not going anywhere. Every once in a while, it might go on a run because of some news, and it usually just falls right back because of all the selling. That's just how XRP works. So be careful with that. BTC is like gold. Doge is like money or cash. Every country needs BTC, but everyone needs Doge. And so that's the theme. We haven't even gotten to the main theme of this. And now we're over an hour in for those just joining at 5 o'clock when I normally start. It's Dogecoin as a currency versus Dogecoin as an investment, or is it both? Up to now, we've pretty much been talking about as an investment. And I think we're going to be seeing more talk about Doge as a currency going forward. The fun thing that I did a while ago was I took the Bitcoin white paper and I crossed out Bitcoin, wrote in Dogecoin, crossed out the www.bitcoin.org website and typed in www.dogecoin.com. And of course, I did it in Comic Sans font, very important. Put the Doge meme and Dogecoin on here. Dogecoin is the peer-to-peer electronic cash system, not Bitcoin. Just as we just saw in that comment, right? Bitcoin is the gold. Bitcoin is now, the store of value that everyone says. Nobody's spending their Bitcoin. They're not spending Bitcoin. Those that are, you're paying a bigger fee. You wait 10 minutes for the transfer to happen. It's just like, it's not Bitcoin. This is what makes Dogecoin so valuable, even in the eyes of Elon Musk. It's not that it's just a meme, because there's all these other memes, right? You can buy Pepe or Floki or all these others, right? No, what makes Doge special is this. It has its own blockchain. It's secure as anything. We talked a little bit earlier, was a fair launch, right? There was no airdrops, pre-sales, bags of Dogecoin that were given out before Dogecoin was able to be traded freely. It's a proof of work cryptocurrency. The mining of Dogecoin is what secures the blockchain, validates all the transactions on the blockchain, never been hacked, never had a problem. Blockchain has never paused. It's never gone down. It just keeps churning. It just keeps churning. And the inflation in Dogecoin's circulating supply are the coins that are given out to miners for validating the transactions on the blockchain. That's what keeps Dogecoin secure. As Leno Chad says, yep, never been hacked. Never stopped. Never paused. Like Solana, right? Or these others. No. There's no bridges. You don't need any of that. Dogecoin is what it is. And what Billy ended up making is a great cryptocurrency with the few modifications that they did make in 2014. And here it is. This is what it is. So for those saying that Doge should have a hard cap or Doge should change to like proof of stake no, doesn't need any of that. Dogecoin is already a great cryptocurrency. Its use as a currency. What makes it great? Personally, I use it for AMC. This is the AMC Theater's website. And can I purchase my tickets with cryptocurrency? Yes. Yes, you can. And you can use Dogecoin. Now you can use Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum, Litecoin, but Doge, yes, you can use Dogecoin. And I do buy my movie tickets with Dogecoin. And the Dogecoin I use, again, first in, first out, right, is my 2-cent Dogecoin. So the Doge that I bought for 2 cents is what I'm using to buy those movie tickets. So a $10 movie ticket, right? I only paid, what's that, 5, 6, 7? That's a 7 times discount on that $10 movie ticket. So like $1.50 for a $10 movie ticket is actually what I spent. That's the power of Dogecoin. You buy Dogecoin now, you accumulate it now, say at 15 cents. And then when Dogecoin's $1 and you're using that Dogecoin to buy things, you get all of that buying power. So it's both an investment and a currency. That's what I say. It's both. That's what gives Dogecoin its power. That's like its hidden power, right? Yes, it's gonna be traded. There are people who trade it. They just want to make money. They don't care about using it as a currency. But the reason you're investing in it is because it can be used as a currency, and the potential, particularly with Elon Musk and X, X Twitter, if Dogecoin is embedded and integrated into X for tipping, for peer-to-peer payments, buying things with the Shopify integration that's going to happen on X, it's all being set up. It's all being set up for that. That's why I'm here. It's all in preparation for that. So we'll see. We'll see. But that's the power of Dogecoin as a currency. Dogecoin just dropped below 15 cents here. What's Bitcoin doing? Yeah, Bitcoin's dropping. Bitcoin's about to dip below 63K again. Poor Bitcoin, just dragging the whole crypto market down again, spoiling my live stream. I blame you, Bitcoin. Still enjoying my Sam Adams, though. So, Bitcoin does have a 7-month win streak on the line this Sunday night. So, Finbold came out with this: 2 cryptocurrencies to avoid trading next week. Now, why would they put an article out and say there's 2 cryptos to avoid? And what might those be? It's not Dogecoin. Hint, not Dogecoin. Another hint, it's not Bitcoin. What do you think are 2 cryptocurrencies that one should avoid trading next week? I'll let you guys think about that for a minute as we watch Dogecoin come back up over 15 cents. Thank you. Yeah, George runs this big YouTube channel called Cryptos Are Us. He does live streams every morning, every night. He's been doing it for 5 years, 6 years, 7, almost 7 years now. George has been, he's popular. He's very knowledgeable, concentrates mostly on Bitcoin, but he's very knowledgeable about other cryptos. But as some have said, he tends to really favor talking about the ones that he owns, which is fair. I mean, that's what I do too. I talk a lot about the ones I own too. That's natural. Those are the ones I most know about. I've done my research. I've looked at different projects, and I invest in the ones that I like. So those are the ones I generally talk about. So can you get a real Dogecoin? Some is best facts. You mean like this one? Where'd it go? That one. So this is the one I've had for 3 years. I just bought a new one because eventually I'm going to give this one away. I'm going to do a giveaway. This one's still in its case. Brand new. Brand spanking new. Dogecoin. I'm going to give that one away. Amazon. Amazon is great for this stuff, right? Just buy it on Amazon. I don't remember what I paid. But yeah, it was an Amazon thing. No, I don't have this. I don't have several. This is all gold or bronzed or whatever the color is. But it's in a case, but it's just all, it's hard to get it clear in the picture there from my camera. But that's what that is. But yeah, I'm going to give this one away at some point in time. Still in its case, sealed. I'll be giving that away. Time isn't right yet for that. But yeah, it's fun to have one of these because I always compare it to my dollar bill I always have sitting here. Like, what would you rather spend, right? This fiat, right? This dollar that keeps deflating every day, right? You can buy less and less with this dollar every day, but you can buy more and more with this Dogecoin every day, right? Which is better to hold? Where's your money? If your money's just sitting in a bank, it's deflating away with inflation. But if your money is in Dogecoin and you think the Dogecoin price is going to go up from here, I'm just saying, that's what I've done. Yeah, no name Joe. You just buy Doge, yes. It's not going to go up to $1 this April or May, and not that soon. So it's not going to be that soon. Jeffrey says, I'm trying to join the channel. For some reason, I don't see your join button. Thanks for the subscription. Appreciate that. You won't see it on an iPhone, I am told. You don't see it on an iPhone. But if you go to a PC, the join button is right there. And you click on that. So that's what I'm told. And then you can join. Yo, Jared, what's up? Will Doge go to zero? It's impossible for Doge to go to zero. It's impossible. The only way cryptocurrency will go to zero, like Bitcoin or Doge, is if the internet got shut down in the entire world, is what it would take. If the internet got shut down around the world, then everything just stops, right? But that's the only thing, and that's not going to happen. So, get comfortable with the idea of Doge hitting $3. Dogecoin no longer just a meme coin as Coinbase announces futures listing. It opens up this whole new investment side of Dogecoin that Doge hasn't had. That we could see a big, big jump. That can happen. April 1st is going to be fun. What day of the week is April 1st? I need to be live. I got to do a live stream on April 1st. I am going to be live. Monday, April 1st. Awesome. I haven't even looked that far ahead yet. But yes, I will be live April 1st on Monday. And we will see what's in store for Dogecoin. What is Elon going to tweet, right? What is he going to tweet this year on April 1st? You know, he's got something up his sleeve. We saw the one he did on St. Patrick's Day with the dogs, with all of the Doge coins that were sitting around on the deck, right? I showed you guys that. This Elon's still looking out for us. Tim says that he's skeptical that people will spend any crypto on purchases until prices fully stabilize. Nobody wants to spend something today that's twice as valuable tomorrow. I think the spending is going to happen once Dogecoin goes on a big run, because we're expecting another bear market in 2026. So you're spending or selling in 2025. That's just the market. That's probably what's going to happen. Your buying power from 2025 to 2026, again, according to the 4-year cycles, is going to go down. But if you're thinking just in terms of what makes Dogecoin Doge, and you're in the Doge community, particularly on X Twitter, where there's a lot of tipping going on, it's fun. It's fun. And if you're just sending like 0.69 Doge, right, as a tip, 0.69 Doge is like what, 10 cents now. It's a 10-cent tip. In the grand scheme of things, that's not much, and it's fun to do. And if you're making fun posts and tweets, you may get tipped back. And that tipping right now is all done through the MyDoge app. So on X, I have my my MyDoge wallet address I have right here in my profile on X Twitter, which then when I'm interacting with others on Doge that are giving out, on X, that are giving out Doge as tips, right? They see that I've got a MyDoge wallet that is connected to X, because there's an API connection between the MyDoge app and X Twitter that connects them. So now this is the way you can do tipping on X. Eventually, it would be cool that you see this great post like we had with the cryptocurrency March Madness 2024 bracket that I'm hosting on X Twitter. If you guys haven't seen that, I'm doing the crypto March Madness. We had the first match. The first match was Dogecoin against Sheeb, and Dogecoin won 98% to 2%. 98 to 2 for Doge in the first match. But somebody could say, I think that's really cool. I'm going to tip the creator for doing something really fun like this March Madness, crypto bracket. And there'd be a little button down here to send a tip. That would be cool. That's what the future is for Doge on X. So you have a wallet, right, on X, and you have Dogecoin in it. And that's why Doge would be so huge, because then all of a sudden you've got 500 million wallets, right, created for Dogecoin. Yes. Nate thinks that it's going to be Doge versus BTC. That will be fun, won't it? That'll be fun. We'll see how it plays out. Right now, it's Polkadot against Toncoin is going on right now. And let's see what the current vote is. Polkadot now has 86%, and Toncoin has 13%. So that's the current match that's going on today. There's a new match every day that starts at noon, my time. The next match will be Ethereum against Chainlink. Oh, that's a good one. It's ETH against Chainlink. So that'll be tomorrow's. ETH against Link. And then we have Litecoin against BNB will be the next match. So having fun with that. But this is the perfect type of thing that people would be tipping on X. Be like, that's pretty cool. Click, tip. That's the power of Dogecoin. The actual fee for sending a little bit of Dogecoin as a tip, it's like dust. It's like nothing. Again, the power of Dogecoin. That's what gives Dogecoin its superpower, right? Exactly, Andrew. Why do people like XRP? I don't know. I don't get it. The whole XRP army thing that Ben talks about, it's just like, I don't get it. I didn't buy any XRP until we bought a little bit into the Kriss DCA portfolio. We've got about 1,200 XRP. It's worth about $745 now. We're up 5%, but it's like we're up 5%. 5%. in 6 months, where our Dogecoin is up 145%. 145% versus 5%. Which do you think is better? XRP. It's not XRP. That's why I call XRP a stable coin. It's like up 5% in 6 months when everything else is going way up. Anyway, I'll get off my XRP rant. Toss is in the house. Hey, Toss, did you see the render? Do you see the render in our portfolio? Let me refresh. Our render is now up 616%. 616%. I hope you have a big bag of render. I hope you do. Because you're the one who said, hey, Chris, buy some of that render. So I did. Up over 600%. Oh, you need a dip of 1288. Not that you're predicting one. I don't know. I don't know, Joe. What will it take for Doge to go to $1? It's Elon. Bitcoin to 100K will not be Dogecoin to $1. That's Doge to like 30, 35 cents. Bitcoin hitting 100K would be that. That's what I talked about. Elon enabling Doge directly on X, and then Doge is going to $1. That join button has never been on iOS, Ryan. It's never been there. Yeah, who's selling? Scott says. Who's selling? You're going to join during the live on April 1st. Okay, CDM. We'll see you there. We'll see you there. Yeah, Bitcoin around the previous all-time high is so boring. That was that that was that meme, right, of like everybody sort of celebrating when Bitcoin hit 63K here. When was that? Let's go to the 4-hour chart. Bitcoin hit 63K. That was back here on February 28th, right? 63K Bitcoin. February 28th, and everyone was celebrating. Now Bitcoin's at 63K and people are like, ugh. I know. That's that's crypto. It doesn't just keep going up. Crypto just doesn't keep going up. There are retracements. But again, look at the monthly chart. It's all green candles for 7 months in a row. Green candles. Never happened before for Bitcoin. 7 months in a row of green candles. What did it do here? 2020 into 2021. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There were 6 there. April just had a little red one there. So there was 6. Now we're talking 7, and we're so early. We're not even in the full bull market yet. Cheers, Joe. I always have fun. What is there not to have fun about when you're talking about Dogecoin? Always fun. Knockstars is looking for 10 cents. I don't know if you're going to see it, man. I think there's people that still have like 4-cent Doge limit order set. It's like 4 cents, dude. Come on. That's cash that's just sitting there. And it's going to keep sitting there. It's okay, Joe, to buy some other cryptos. It doesn't have to be all just Doge. I mean, you saw the returns on Jasmy and Render we've got at 400 to 600%. And Doge is at 145. It's like that Jasmy is looking really good, up over 400% already. So, yep. And that's why I laugh at XRP, is because it's a stable coin. It's only up 5% in 6 months. That's why I call it a stable coin. And I will continue to call it a stable coin. Again, this is the team just sells. They're just selling XRP right and left. That's what makes Ripple be a business. And they can only do that if they're making money. And how are you going to make money? By selling your tokens. And they just keep minting more. So, yeah. A few months from now, we will all be happy. I'm happy right now. I'll be happier, but I'm happy now. So, Joe used Doge to buy GTI Autobahn Edition. See, you can use Doge to buy all sorts of things. Does Sheeb have a future? Yes. Baby Doge? No. That's my take. Sheeb, yes. Baby Doge, no. Baby Doge will probably, if Dogecoin goes on a huge run up to $1, Baby Doge might see a little pump. But come on, it's not doing anything. It's like, nobody cares. But Sheeb has got the Sheep Swap, Shibarium, NFT, metaverse stuff. They're building all this stuff because they just flush with money, right? So they're trying to create utility from a meme. And so good for them for doing that. It's keeping them relevant. It's keeping them as a top 20 cryptocurrency. Yes, Andrew, I have Algorand staked. I have Cardano staked. I've got VeChain staked. I've got Harmony One staked. And I still have some old Zilliqa somewhere that's staked. So yes, I am an ETH. I've got ETH staked on Coinbase because I was one of the first ones with that ETH 2.0 thing about a year and a half ago before Ethereum changed from proof of work to proof of stake. I was one of the first that was actually staking ETH before it transitioned to a proof of stake. So yeah, those are like free tokens to do the staking. I had a crap ton of Algorand, crap ton, for free, just for staking. And I do my votes like every 3 months. That's what you have to do for Algorand. You have to actually vote on stuff. But for Cardano and VeChain, they just pay out. Here's the VeChain chart, just under 4 cents. But they pay out in these VeThor tokens. And so my VeThor token wallet is just growing and growing and growing. I mean, they give out VeThor tokens almost every day, is how that does it. And it wasn't Harmony's fault, Scott. It was that Ronan bridge. The hack was on the bridge. There was nothing wrong with the blockchain, but it was the bridge. I mean, Harmony was doing sharding, and they had a great blockchain. It was that they never should have done that bridge project. Never should have done it. So, yeah, that was tough. Now, I had bought a bunch of Harmony then before that bridge hack, and my average was pretty high. So this past summer, I was buying more Harmony to bring down my average. And now Harmony is at, 2.8 cents. And my average is 1.9. This light blue line down here is my average. So I am in the green on Harmony One after a year and a half of being in the red. But it's just because I dollar cost average from like 20 cents all the way down to just below 2 cents. So I don't know what this project is going to end up doing, if it's really going to do something or not, but I don't like to sell things for losses. And you wait for the next bull run and you don't know which projects are just going to take off. Obviously, Solana was the choice last fall. That was the choice, right? 10x in the fall. It's like, wow. Nobody predicted that. Even the Solana maxis did not predict a 10x run on Solana from 20 cents all the way up to $2. It's like, God, who thought that was going to happen? Nobody. You're also staking VeChain, Harmony, and ETH. Enjoying the passive gains. Yep. Agreed. Same here. The only other one I have is Algorand that I'm doing as well. Throw your change in SHIB. You know, I think SHIB, because there are so many ETH whales, the Ethereum whales own a crap ton of SHIB, they're going to pump it. At some point in time, SHIB is going to go on a huge run again. And that huge run is going to be massive. And to me, it's worth a gamble. It's worth having some SHIB in the game for that. And so that's why I bought some SHIB. And it's really just for that. I mean, this little run that it went on here in February is nothing compared to this. What it did, this was October, November 2021. So yeah, I think SHIB could bypass its previous all-time high, drop a zero. I'm looking forward to all of that SHIB. Do I like the project? Not especially, but I bought some as an investment, and it's just to make money, and I'm going to sell it all. I am not holding SHIB tokens long-term. I'm waiting for the next big bull run. Right now, my target is 66 right here, this big yellow line, and I'm probably selling there. So that's like a 3x from here. Do I think Solana could overtake ETH? No, I don't. I mean, look at the market caps. ETH is almost 400 billion. Solana is at 75. So that's that's Solana doing another 4x from here, right? Or even more, 5x, with ETH standing still. I don't see that. ETH is, I mean, ETH has the high gas fees. ETH has its challenges, yes. Vitalik is behind it though, and they're still working on it. They're trying to improve it. Can it get cheaper? Maybe. But the serious devs are still building on ETH. They're building on ETH. This whole run that Solana has gone on has been on the back of a bunch of meme coins. That is not sustainable, in my opinion. That's not sustainable. It's been on all those memes. There have been some other legitimate projects, yes, but the craziness is based on the memes. And that is not going to make Solana do a 5x while ETH stands still, even over the next 4 years. No, I don't see that. And if Solana's blockchain goes down again, that's bad. That's bad. James asks, do you know why Robinhood stopped trading Cardano and Solana? Yes, because SEC called them securities. And Robinhood voluntarily stopped trading them because they didn't want to get hit by a lawsuit from the SEC. And as we even saw today, where's that article again? It's one of these articles up here. There it is. Gary Gensler today in a during a speech at Columbia Law School, says there are participants in crypto securities markets that seek to avoid registration requirements. And because the SEC already had identified a whole list of cryptos as being securities that included Cardano and Solana, Robinhood said, yeah, we're going to stop trading those. And they did that voluntarily. But it's to avoid a lawsuit from the SEC. That's why Robinhood did that. Will they ever start trading them again? We'll see how it all plays out. But right now, they were staying away from that. Coinbase is basically saying, yeah, we're going to keep trading them. Sue me. Try it. That's what Coinbase is saying. Not out loud, but essentially that's what they're saying. Nobody answered the question of which two cryptocurrencies to avoid trading next week. Although, somebody said FTT. No, they picked Pepe. It's seen over 500% gains in the last 30 days. Pepe is now losing its momentum. It's back to a 55 RSI. And there's bearish divergence on the daily chart. So they're predicting Pepe to retrace even more. The other one is WIF. WIF is up nearly 600% in 30 days. Like Pepe, dog with hat investors may finally decide to realize part of their massive profits, which could create a liquidity shock. Losing the current region would potentially drive the price to its month-over-month lows of 29 cents or an 86% crash. So this is the potential that memes have when they get too big. Again, these are meme tokens that don't do anything else. They've got the potential for these big drops. Dogecoin is not one of them. Meanwhile, you get this. Top analyst pinpoints 12 tokens with the potential for 10x in the next 4 months. They're listening to George. Cryptos are us, because George says everything's going to 10x, right? This is going to 10x, and that's going to 10x. This article is just a bunch of garbage. It doesn't. Fetch AI, it's already gone on a huge run. It's not going up 10x in the next 4 months. No. Injective, it's gone on a big run. 787% gain last year. It's not going to do a 10x in the next 4 months. No. Oasis, not going to do a 10x. Cody, not going to do a 10x. Floki's probably going to retrace like we saw with Pepe and WIF. And then they also talked about VeChain. VeChain's going to do great in the next bull run with the altcoin bull run, but it's not going to be in the next 4 months. It'll probably do well, but not 10x. That time will come. Phantom is starting to run now, which is great for Phantom, but again, a 10x. Render, we already talked about, has already gone on a great run. 10x from here in 4 months. Ocean, I don't follow. Zignally, I've never heard of. Anyway, that was that. This was the other article. We'll cover that one in just a minute. Doge struggling at 15 cents right now. Remember when the meme random coins pump the rest of the current run? Yeah, 3 million sheep isn't a lot. But it's all depending on what your financial situation is. For everyone, it's different. Some it'll be 3 million, some it'll be 30 million, some it'll be 300 million, some it'll be 3 billion. So it all depends on your portfolio, your financial situation, what you're willing to risk for sheep. And yes, if Bitcoin drops, just about everything does drop. That's true. If Bitcoin dumps, you're seeing dump across the board. I mean, look at right now, everything's red. This Bitcoin. Bitcoin's now down to 62.6. So this drop over the past hour is pretty much pulling the rest of the crypto market down with it. Nothing is in the green here except Aptos. Aptos is the only one that's in the green. It had a great run today. Everything else is dropping. Yeah, low roller. I saw that on George's channel this morning, the Book of Meme. Even he was surprised because someone, I guess, last night had said that, and George said, "Oh, there's no way." And then George went and looked it up, and it was like, wow, look at that. Again, I don't trade on Binance. I can't buy Book of Meme. That's okay. I'm good. I do have a couple Mega Million tickets. I always, once Mega Millions gets up there, it's like, I mean, I was buying my Sam Adams, right? Buy my Sam. And so I was like, yeah, give me a couple Mega Million tickets. You never know. So if you don't see me on Monday, you'll know why. No, I would keep doing this. This is fun. Time to go make more money, Ryan says. If Dogecoin went exactly to 420 and then just stop, that'd be awesome. 420. You think there's going to be a 10 to 20% further crash? Yeah. Let's see what a 10% crash. Not really a crash. 10% isn't a crash thing. We're in crypto, not a crash. 10% from here for Bitcoin from 62,666 would be, see, 10% takes it down to 56.4. That'd be a 10%, 56.4. I've got support at 59.4. That support that goes back from here on March 5th, that was the tail of that wick, came down to 59.4 right there. So that's that blue line. So yeah, I'm watching that. Buy Doge with your Mega Millions winnings. I could become like a whale. I could become a huge whale and just own billions of Dogecoin. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll just put it all into Doge. That would be funny. That would be funny. Of course, I don't think about stuff like that because the chance of winning that thing is like so microscopic that whatever. All right, one more fun thing to cover here, and that's this story by Decrypt. The BlackRock Ethereum fund wallet is swimming in crypto dick butts and other meme coins. Why? Why? Well, BlackRock created this Ethereum fund last week, and they made their wallet public. They don't know. They don't know what the crypto community is like. You make your wallet public, you're going to end up with stuff like this. Check this out. Check this out. Crypto users have been sending welcome gifts to BlackRock. including genitalia-themed NFTs, funds tied to a blacklisted service the U.S. government has claimed aids state-sponsored terrorism, as well as these other ETH NFTs like the crypto dick butts, the crypto tit vag, goblin town, larva chads. I mean, can you imagine this thing, right? Showing up in the BlackRock wallet now has one of these. A crypto dick butt. It's like, dude. So funny. They've received some coin called that, which is black, and then COCK. It's like, oh, really? There's a coin called that? Pussy Noodle. They've received some Jesus coin. And Harry Potter Trump Homer Simpson 777 Inu. So they got a lot of fun tokens in their wallet now, too. I was just like, God, that's hilarious. It's like BlackRock, welcome to crypto. Welcome to crypto. I think that's hilarious. That is hilarious. Dogecoin says, yeah, I'm not going to stay below 15 cents. That's not good for me. I'm going back up. I'm going back up. Watch Dogecoin go rockets if Kriss puts winning into Doge. I could single-handedly make Doge go to $1 by winning Mega Millions and putting it in Doge. Actually, what I would do is I would say I'm putting it into Doge, right? And everyone else will be buying too. Because the Mega Millions winner is like going to buy a crap ton of Dogecoin. That's hilarious. Doge Elon Mars, Binance has a bunch of that. That's so 2021, that Elon token. I don't get it, low roller. There's so many more fun new memes that are out. Why does anyone care about Doge Elon Mars now? I don't get it. Don't get it. So are you guys thinking about Dogecoin as an investment or as a currency? Again, like I showed before, I'm saying both. And Dogecoin, a peer-to-peer electronic cash system. Yes, for those that didn't hear before, I edited in Photoshop the Bitcoin white paper. And I made it the Dogecoin white paper because Bitcoin is not being used as a peer-to-peer electronic cash system. It's not. Satoshi would have preferred, my guess is that Bitcoin didn't go up so much in price, even though he kind of hints at it. But people aren't using it like this. It's now the spot ETF thing. It's a store of value. People are holding it. But Dogecoin could actually be used as the peer-to-peer electronic cash system. Doge has that power. Doge is built that way, which gives it its superpower. That's what I say. That's Doge's superpower right there. But it can be an investment at the same time. Like I say, you buy the Doge now at this price, and then you spend it later. Doge is at 15 cents now. Doge goes to $1.50. You now have 10 times the buying power of the Doge that you bought today. 10 times the buying power. We said if you wanted to buy a Ferrari, a $200,000 Ferrari, when Doge is $1.50, you're actually only spent $20,000 for that $200,000 Ferrari because you bought Dogecoin now and then you spend it when its price is $1.50. That's the power of Dogecoin right there. So it's doing both. You're still using it as a currency, but it's an investment for its future buying power. I'm the only one talking like this. No one else says this. But that's the power of Doge. Do you want to just have your money sitting in a bank, deflating away, right? It's this dollar bill just buys you less and less every day. Or do you have Dogecoin, where most likely the price is going to keep going up and it's going to give you more and more buying power in the future? That is what Doge is about. That's it. Now, you can still spend little bits now for tips or whatever. Like I said, I still buy my movie tickets for AMC because I can purchase AMC tickets with cryptocurrency like Dogecoin. And I do that because I'm spending Doge that I bought at 2 cents. So, yes, you can buy a Ferrari with Dogecoin today. Ferrari is accepting Dogecoin as a currency. We showed that last week in an article. They're accepting Doge. ApeCoin. I don't think anybody's talking about ApeCoin. That whole Bored Ape thing. For people who bought Bored Apes at the top, I feel bad for you. I really do. Buying those NFTs. People are always asking me, hey, Chris, you getting into NFTs? When that whole NFT craze was going on, I was like, nope, I'm not buying any NFTs. I am not touching this. You get exclusive membership to this club, whatever. And then they created the ApeCoin. And it's just like, no, sorry. Not interested. I'll stick to Doge. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yeah, I don't know what happened with Floki. And I guess they're making some use of it in some games or something. Again, I don't follow it, but I just heard that. But I don't think anyone's using Doge Elon Mars for anything. Doge is above Cardano again. Yeah, we looked at that earlier. Let me refresh. I mean, we showed it earlier. Let's refresh just to be sure. Yep, there it is. Dogecoin number 8, Cardano number 9. Nice. Looks like Toncoin may pass SHIB for 11th. For the past 24 hours, Toncoin is up almost 7% and SHIB is down 3%. So Toncoin could pass SHIB. This is my current March Madness match that's going on, is Toncoin against Polkadot. Let's check in on that. See what's happening in that match. For those that aren't following me on X Twitter, I got the crypto March Madness going on. Polkadot is still winning 88% to 11% in the poll. So go on to X Twitter, follow me, but vote. And we're doing this whole bracket of crypto matches just for the fun of it. Dogecoin already beat SHIB in the first match. You never know how this is going to go. You never know. It could be Doge against Bitcoin in the end. We'll see how it plays out. It's a fun thing to do. Meme coins are how the great dark ones sell to lay people on the digital dollar, and we're all in. They're still talking about CBDCs and stuff. I don't know. The government is still, I don't know. When people, Nigel says, when people ask me how come I never sold my Doge, I tell them, why would I sell my money? So then do you spend it? Do you use it to buy things? Because then it's both, like I said. But yeah, I bought Doge 2 cents back in early 2021. Price went all the way up to 74 cents. Price went all the way down, and I still have all that Doge. That's what I did last time. Yeah, Lord Drip. Elon or X has 3 more applications approved. We covered that earlier. Elon said California and New York will be the hardest ones. And he said by midsummer. Or maybe he just said summer. I forget. Is when he's predicting he would get those. So we'll see. We will see. But he said he's not going to turn on X payments until he has all those money transmitter licenses, because he wants to do the whole country first, the United States. That's where he wants to start. And he doesn't want to do it until he has all the states. Show your picture again. Should I? I don't know what that is. My average on Doge is 0. That means you don't have any? I don't know. Yeah. Some have bought or mined Doge even from way back when, from under a penny, and they're still holding. There's huge whale wallets. Huge whale wallets. From mining, Nigel? Yeah, if you mined it, then it's just the cost of whatever your rig and utility costs are for that Doge. You didn't buy any, but a lot of people have a crap ton of Doge in those old wallets or from faucets. Yep, there used to be a lot of faucets. Yep. Yeah, Ahmed, I agree, but Doge could go up over 20 cents. Again, I've got a resistance here at 16.5 in the short term, and then in the longer term, it's going to be this 20-cent line up here. We get above that, then most likely we're going to be trading in this range between, say, 21 cents and 28 cents, this purple box here. That's what I'm predicting. And that came from Tom Crown. Tom was on earlier today too, here. But yeah, that trading would be in this range. That's what we'd be looking at. And we'll see how that plays out. That was a Tom Crown Dogecoin TA special, saying 20 to 28 cents is going to be a choppy zone for Dogecoin. So I'm going to keep Tom honest. See if he's right on that prediction there. Yeah, that's tough about the wallet thing. You got to have your Doge wallet. You got to have it protected. Absolutely. No excuse. You can get free Dogecoin in faucets. Are those faucets still happening? I didn't think there were. But I don't know. I don't follow that. All right, gang. I'm going to call it a night here at 15-cent Dogecoin. That's not bad. You know, it didn't fall as much as Bitcoin did. Bitcoin is under 63K. And Bitcoin's just kind of going up and down, not really pulling the whole market down yet. We'll see how it trades over the weekend. I'll probably have a video come out sometime this weekend. I'll be live again Monday at 5 o'clock. Most likely 5 o'clock on Monday, unless there's something incredible else going on earlier. So you'll see me then. I hope everyone has a great weekend, and we'll see you later. Bye.
Dogecoin, which started as a complete joke, has like skyrocketed to not a joke anymore. It hit an all-time high of almost 10 cents yesterday, but it was so minuscule you wouldn't have understood why you have millions of shares.
Didn't Elon tweet that too?
And arguably, the most entertaining outcome and the most ironic outcome would be that Dogecoin becomes the currency of Earth in the future.